we love our silver dollars, whether they're the old bust, seated, trade, Morgan piece, but the last jumbo dollar, the big dollar, 38.1 millimeter dollar that was issued for circulation was the Eisenhower. Every once in a while, a deal just falls in your lap and it's like, wow. Everybody, this is that. In a few years, we're going to be seeing USA 250, right? The 250th anniversary. Most of us can remember the bicentennial, which went on in 1975, 1976, 76 being the celebration. But the US Mint introduced a brand new coin, a 2-year program, where they redesigned the quarter, the half dollar, and the Eisenhower dollar, and they dual dated them for the first time on a circulating coin in US history. Tonight, we have one of those crazy special deals. I mean, the rarity on this is like, wow. And it doesn't explain the price, but that's an okay thing. You want to be on the right side of the fence here. We have the Denver Set, and we'll explain why there's a Type 1 and a Type 2.
So in 1975, they started celebrating that bicentennial, and they changed the reverse side of the coin for the Eisenhower dollar, along with the quarter and the half dollar. But the Eisenhower dollar changed on the reverse side. They didn't have a specific date on the front side of the obverse of the coin to say 1975, but here's the reverse of the 1975. We call it Type 1 because the lettering on the reverse is different. You'll see a wider lettering, flat, tiny bit of a serif, not really much of a serif, but the lettering is distinctly different, Type 1 to Type 2. We're going to show you Type 2 next. You can see it right there, right? It is narrower, sharper, tighter, and of course you see the serifs now. So now you have a Type 1, Type 2. This one is 1976, and the prior one was 1975. Both coins on the obverse have the dual date, first time ever, by the way, that says 76 to 1976. So the way you can differentiate between those 2 years, 75 and 76, is by looking at the reverse and the difference in those lettering styles.
Again, the quarter and the half dollar for the bicentennial didn't have a marker between one year and the other, even though they made it for both years. The Eisenhower dollar did, and that makes it even more fun. But here are the numbers, and just listen to these numbers. They made 82 million on the Type 2s and 21 million on the Type 1s. So a little over 100 million in total over the 2-year period. If you go to NGC's website and look at how few of these coins are known to exist, in 65 or higher grade, it is unconscionable. And again, when's the last time, by the way, you've seen an uncirculated Eisenhower dollar? I see our competition selling circulated rolls and mini bags all day long. One of you last you've seen an uncirculated coin. And then we have one of the finest known, so few are known, and look at the price. $59.90 divided by 2 is less than $30 a coin.
So on the Type 2, there are only 6,200 and change, known in 65 grade or better. On the Type 1, it's even rarer, 2,346. So for this particular pair, there are only 2,346 pairs known to exist in grade 65 or higher. And don't forget, this price of $59.90, under $30 a coin, is for both the Type 1 and the Type 2 together as a set. Our competition sells these coins for $45 a piece, so they're at $90 for the set. And again, we're at $30, under $30, $59.90, under $60 for both.
Again, we're saving 50% on the deal. And again, the rarity is the key part, because when you break down the rarity and how few of them are known this nice, and that's the difference. Nice and this nice. Nice is an uncirculated coin, and we all love uncirculated coins. This nice is a certified 65. And if you look at the NGC census or population reports, which is free information, it gives you even more. It's just like, wow, there are only a handful known in 66, and that's it. So we're talking about coins that are at the top of the scale. If it's a silver eagle, it would be 69 and 70 grade. So if they made 50 million silver eagles and you got a couple 100,000 of them in 69 and 70, you got a winner. Well, this is even bigger than that and smaller than that known, and it's almost a half a century old.
There are less than 500 Type 1s known in better grade or higher grade than 65, and less than 1,000 for the Type 2. So you're looking at, this is an affordable way to get a high grade because there are very, very few grades higher than this in the population report. And get them both together for one low price under $60 for the pair of Type 1 and Type 2. You get them both. Again, Obverse design's the same, pretty much the same. I mean, they're so identical. They both have that dual date underneath at the bottom of the coin with the Denver mint mark. These are the Denvers. And then on the reverse, that's where all the exciting stuff is. Type 1 has that flat lettering. You'll see a very distinct difference between the lettering styles on Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1 is 1975. The letters are flat and wide. And Type 2 is the narrow, thinner letters.
Let's talk silver dollar by association, okay? Because it matters today when we look at numbers. When I talk to people all the time, I say, hey, it matters. In today's world, the last 20 years, it's silver eagle numbers, our silver dollar of the realm today, right? And if I told you there was a silver eagle in high grade with only 2,346 known, period, in high grade, you'd be saying, so you're telling me that the 19S enhanced reverse proof, where they made only 30,000 coins, it is the most limited silver eagle ever, and in 70, NGC has certified just under 10,000 of them, and it sells for a little over $4,000 today because of how few of them are known to exist. Then you go back a half a century to the last jumbo dollars like this one, and you see this kind of number. And I'm sorry, but they are way rarer. And it's all about finding value. And right now, in 2026, in a couple of years from now, everybody's going to be hunting for bicentennial coins because it's something we remember in our lifetime. It's like right now you can't find sesquicentennial coins from 1926. You can find some of these, but you can't find high grade because they were too big and too clunky. Whenever we got one, we put it into a can. No longer unk. And most likely it wasn't unk before it got into the can, right? We all saved them. But nobody saved rolls, and the only way you get these gorgeous coins is uncirculated sets.
Guys, we do have to put a 30-second clock up, please. Phones are pretty busy. Thanks for calling in. That's wonderful. I thought you'd be excited about this one as well. It's the two-piece set, the Denvers, the Type 1 and Type 2 Eisenhowers in 65 grade. Again, only 2,346 sets known to exist. Competition's at $90 for the same set that we're offering tonight at just $59.90. You get them both under $30 per coin. And it is a one-year-only design, a one-time only design in the entire program with that bicentennial reverse.
Under $30, Allie,
Yeah,
per coin. And you get the set.
Yep.
That's why we call this segment
The Daily Deal.